We have this misperception of the Old Testament, that the God of the Old Testament was angry, mean, and scary, and he was an authoritarian micromanager. And then Jesus came and presented a different God who is loving, a different side of him. That is completely wrong. And it's really a misunderstanding, because we're modern people. We're not ancient people, and we misunderstand the scriptures. The covenant was not a legal code, particularly not a legal code the way we understand it. They did not have legal codes and which were comprehensive of how everyone's supposed to live and abide by. They did not think that way in the ancient world. It was also not a universal moral code, as in this is the moral code that I expect everyone to follow. Rather, it was the terms of an agreement to be God's people. It was an offer that he made to them. He says, you will be my people. I will set you aside. Holiness is not something you attain. Holiness is something endued upon an object or a person or a being when God, the deity, says, this belongs to me. This represents me. So he's making an offer to Israel that's unprecedented and saying, I want to be your God. And he was, in the scriptures, he differentiated himself. He says, there's the other gods are categorically so different from me, you can't even compare them. I don't have any needs. See, the ancients thought of a God who was capricious. They made sacrifices to them, but they never knew what they were going to do. They tried to cover their bases, but it was basically unknowable. And they were always living in fear. And God is saying, one, I don't have any needs. You don't need to make offerings to me or sacrifices because I'm hungry or because I need food. That's what they thought of the other gods. I don't need anything from you. I am God. I created all this. And my character is love. And I want to love you, and I want to have a relationship with you. And I'm calling you apart to be part of my people. If I come and dwell with you, you realize there's consequences. So if I'm in your presence, things that you could get away with otherwise can't be tolerated. See, Israel wasn't punished because they were not holy. They were punished because they were holy, because they were set apart. And then he's saying these requirements are basically what I need for our mutual benefit when I dwell among you. Why is this so important? The whole focus of it was the presence. God's presence dwelling among them. You will be my people. I will be your God. You will have this culture, this people, this defined people, your children. There was always a mechanism for foreigners to join into Israel. Rahab did it. Many others did it. Ruth. But it was with them, with a specific people, a specific culture, and over a specific determined land area, the land that he gave them.